What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for NIO with the ticker symbol NIO. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So we're going to do another market structure update for NIO. Last time I looked at NIO was on Monday, and I was expecting a drop to occur just because I've seen, when price gets really far from the EMA, what can happen to it hundreds of times, maybe even 1,000 times. So you can see how the EMA was right about here at the $12 level, and look how price, was far away from it. So that was a large gap that the price has to cover to come back to the EMA. And why is the EMA important or significant? Is because price likes to trade around it. It doesn't like to get too far away from it. It's like a rubber band effect. So when price gets too far away from the EMA, there's a good chance it will come back to it eventually. So just like in this downtrend, if price continuously stays away from the EMA, then I would just ignore it. But I'll still keep in the back of my mind that that's where price can pull back to. But it's usually really good when price is kind of just moving, when the EMA is flat and we just get extended. That's when the rubber band effect will occur quicker. But if the price is, sliding along the EMA parallel to it, then it'll probably stay like that for indefinite amount of time. But eventually it'll come back to the EMA. In this case, I wouldn't consider that continuously, staying alongside the EMA. This was just a sharp move up really quickly, so there's a good chance we could see a pullback. So since Monday, price dropped down all the way to the looks like the $13.65 level. We had a nice recovery bounce today. It wasn't really off of anything really, maybe this previous swing right here. But since we're still below this mid $14 level, there's a good chance it can continue to drop down lower. So right now, NIO could just do a retest of this level and go lower. So something like this, a retest and then drop down lower. If we see this momentum continue, then it could probably knock out this prior high. So right now, NIO is still holding up pretty strongly, but it is definitely not, ideal, an area where you want to see price, continue higher from, because we're still overextended. So even if it does make that new high, I'm still not expecting price to continue higher at this really aggressive rate. There's a good chance it will continue to still pull back, even if it makes a new high. Something like that can still occur. So you can see that it stopped on Tuesday. It stopped at the mid $14 level. So it looked like it was going to do a bounce from it and continue higher, but then price just gapped down lower. We came back up to fill in the gap. There's a good chance we'll probably still go lower. So me personally, in my opinion, NIO is still overextended from the EMA, and it really hasn't shown me that it has developed a support level yet. So right now, I'd be still expecting price to continue to pull back lower to this EMA for the price to just catch up. So right now, NIO is still looking bearish in my opinion. There's probably a couple bullish signs I can talk about, but mainly bearish signs are on the chart. So that's all I have for NIO. I'll give you guys an update on Monday. So that's the update for Wednesday. Basically, I'm still looking for more downside. The SPY looks like it's also ready to continue drop lowering. Other tech stocks are also looking to drop lower. NIO could be separate. It doesn't mean it's going to trade the same as other stocks. But, since we dropped down below that mid $14 level, we came back to test it. It's looking likely to see a retest of this level and then a drop down lower. Before, it could have did a bounce from it, but since we got below it, it's looking more likely we go lower. I'm not saying we're going to do that. We can probably still continue higher, but again, I'm looking at probabilities. Is very, I think it's on the unlikely side that NIO will continue higher from here. But I'll give you guys an update regardless. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart. Weekly chart still shows that NIO, there's a good chance for it to continue trending higher. I'm just looking at, short-term price structures, medium price structures. So it looks like the downtrend has played out. We're not really in this downward trend line or channel any longer, because we had a break of it and a couple legs down to a new low. NIO, rallied up above that $10 level, which was critical. And right now you can see how far NIO is away from the EMA. We just had one big bar and not really a lot of follow through yet. So the EMA is right near this mid $10 level. It could come back to that breakout point. So NIO just overextended, had an aggressive move up, definitely put on a great show. But I'm just looking for a little more downside, just for the market to reset and continue higher. The market's not going to go up until it goes down. So even if you want the market to go up, it has to come down for the market to go up. So that's just how the market works. It doesn't continue moving in a straight line every day being a rally day. If you want the market to go up, you're going to want it to go down too. So the market can continue, the next leg up. So that's how I look at the market. Just looking for a pullback. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.